In August of 2008, we were identified by public health as potentially having a link to some illnesses. And one of our products was tested, and it came positive to Listeria, just Listeria, general Listeria. And it had been sold to a few industrial clients. It was not a open to the public product. But as part of the crisis team in consumer affairs, we would be identified at the very beginning. So once we start to hear either an increase in consumer contacts that say, we might have a risk of illness, or feedback from one of our customers, a core team of public relations, consumer affairs, food safety, and marketing would get together and identify what the risk was. So we started to hear rumblings that it was possible that our product had made some people ill, and we got together to identify what was going on. So the quality test started, the data went back to see if we'd seen any comments going back, and we started working really closely with the government to see where it was going to end up. We identified a small product recall. Because of our expertise in consumer affairs, we worked with our sales group to contact our customers' customers. So we have a real strong relationship with our customers, but in a relationship like today, where our customers could sell to 1,000 different small stores, or at this time it was hospitals and daycares, we wanted to ensure to be true to our values of being transparent and externally focused and doing what's right. We wanted to make sure we got out to those customers. So as part of that recall team, I put my hand up and said, hey, our call center can help you handle this. We can staff the right people, and we'll start making those calls tomorrow. So that went on for about 2 to 3 days. And at that time, we're doing testing on our product, and we start to see, oh my God, there might be something going on that's more serious than just Listeria. There's a specific DNA of Listeria I can never say this word. So monocytogenes, which is a much stronger version of Listeria, because Listeria could be found everywhere in the environment. So this DNA of Listeria is very concerning to the yuppies, the young, old, pregnant, or immune sensitive. So it can have a much more serious impact to them. So at that point, we've decided that even though we don't know which products are being affected, we are going to recall all of the products that were produced at that one facility. At this point, we still haven't connected to the outbreak in Ontario, but we're concerned, and again, really focused on what's right. And I remember being in a call around 11 o'clock at night with Michael McCain, our president, and he said, we're going to recall the whole product. And the finance guy said, hey, this is going to cost us a lot of money. And Michael said, we're going to do what's right, because that's what we do. And immediately we launched a full recall of over 190 products and expanded it to our consumers, because now this was product that could have gone to our consumers, expanded it to our customers and our customers' customers. And the call center really enabled that. We were able to reach over 10,000 customers within a 3-week period. And that sounds like a long time, except that that's actual full contact with them. We had made the initial calls and reached out to all 10,000 within about 6 days, because we worked 24/7. And we're really concerned and wanted to do what's right. So we made those phone calls out. We expanded our typical consumer affairs call line from 9 to 5 to 24/7, and started staffing up, because we knew we needed to be there for our consumers. Average wait time, which in a crisis can be crazy, we were able to keep to less than 2 minutes, because we just continued to staff. And there was never a question of cost. It was, let's do what's right. Let's make sure that we go out everywhere possible. So although Maple Leaf at that time wasn't big in the social media, it was 2008, so social media wasn't as strong. We immediately went out to our executives and said, we're going to open up. We haven't got enough seats in our call center in Canada. We're going to open up in the US. And here's what we're going to do. And our executives were in full support of it. Social media websites. We did over 3,000 interviews, whether that's on written interviews or on TV. We were there for anybody who wanted to hear from us, because our intent was not about Maple Leaf at this point. Our intent was to make sure we did what was right for our consumers.
So did you have daily, weekly touch points with senior management, obviously coming back and telling them what you're hearing from customers during those
Great
calls?
question. I would say for the first 7 days, we met almost every other hour, and we were 24/7 as well. As the recall continued, because the recall lasted for almost 6 weeks, we met 3 times a day with the executives. So Michael was part of that call every single time.
So would some of the feedback and some of the things that you were seeing, whether it was through emails or what you were hearing from customers, would that impact some of the things that was being communicated out to the general consumer base through executives like Michael McCain? Like, were you feeding that up?
Absolutely. It helped him prepare for the questions. What was really great to see was over 3% of our contacts were about, thank you, Michael, for being so transparent. Thank you for being out there. Thank you. Everybody can have a problem. We're happy that you're taking responsibility for it. And that was really encouraging to see, because we knew with our values, with our brands, and doing what's right, we would be able to win again in the marketplace, and Canada would be a better place to be.